Alrighty guys, welcome back again to another video. Today's video is again simple, just like normal. It's about how pistols are always underrated. They're going to continue to be underrated, underused. They're putting out the damage, they have some features. Going to talk a little bit about it. Not super specific to any season. I think it applies to a lot of the seasons. This trend even spans across chapters. There are some features that pistols have that I'm going to talk about later, but it's not going to matter if the pistols do not do the damage that we need. The higher the damage per second, the better. It's just faster to get an elimination. So I'm going to look at some damage per second numbers outside of the game. Okay, what pistol are we on right now? We're on the Hyperburst pistol. 162 damage per second. I don't know if you can see it. 162 damage per second. We have the Chapter 5 pistol. 178 damage per second. And then the rare tactical pistol. All of the weapons I'll be using are blue because it's just the average, the middle. So, Ranger pistol, 178.2 damage per second. The decimals can be weird. Sometimes the game shows the rounded up number when it was actually only this damage. So it might show 179. Damage was actually this. Damage 170. Not damage, damage per second. Then we have the suppressed pistol that was the Chapter 6 handgun that you spawned in with. And it does 175 damage per second. So 175 damage per second. Now the current basic AR, the Rare Fury, is going to be 178 damage per second. Only 3 damage per second better. Now the Rare Fury Assault Rifle will have better damage than the current 162 Hyperburst pistol. But compared to like the Ranger pistol, it does only 0.6 more. 178.8, 178.2. Now the AR in this chapter looks like it's over 200 damage per second for a blue rifle. That is very good. But this was the last chapter's pistol, the last season's pistol. Let's see what the let's see what some ARs look like compared to it on damage. Blue Hammer AR instantly jumps out. That's even less damage. So blue, this rifle is pretty it's one of the preferred weapons in Reload when it was in there, and it does less damage per second. And then just the basic blue AR, the OG one, only what, about 5-6 damage per second more, but without some of the features that the pistols have. And then the blue Hollow, which was the meta last season, it does 156 damage per second. That's really low. That's even lower than the current blue Hyperburst pistol. 162 versus, that's what, 8 more? No, it's 6 more. And the Veiled Precision SMG does about the same amount of damage, only 0.4 less. And finally, the Spy Rifle, also 155 damage. It's even less than the blue Hollow did, less than the Hyperburst pistol. So I'm going to get in game real fast and then explain some of the other features that pistols have over ARs. I will be using this chapter's weapons, or this chapter and season weapons, but it should apply. It usually applies across the chapters and the seasons. Alright, I'm in a game. I have some weapons. Starting with the current Hyperburst pistol. This map only has gold guns. So the features of a basic pistol are going to be fast reloads mainly, and 2x headshot multiplier. There's no reload in this mode. You'll need to find a different map probably. But for pistols, the features versus AR, like what's this body shot? 35 body, only 50. Just feels so fast to get them, especially if you get some headshots. Pistols are just fast. Pistols, like ARs and SMGs, have first round accuracy. Testing ADS speed a little bit, I don't see any different speed differences, but they do have the 2x headshot multiplier, and they do have first round accuracy usually. The usual con with pistols is the low magazine capacity. So 15 rounds, that's about what the Ranger pistol had. The Ranger pistol could be put up to 20 rounds, then it was really good. Over 200 damage per second. Optic, not hit scan at the time, but even with the drum mag, it had a fast reload. It's fast reload on this gun. 1.3 reload time. See the Hyperburst? It's fast. I'm gonna guess like 1.11. Okay. Let's try the AR, this AR. Oh, 2.34. It's quite a bit more. It's double. So currently, the Fury is double the reload time of the enhanced hyperburst. Well, the hyperburst. I don't have, this map doesn't have all the colors. And so the Spire rifle definitely is not even part of the equation. A couple thousand years to reload. 20 round mag should reload fast, right? Nope, it's gonna be another 1.98. And the SMG, which this is the SMG of the season, so it needs to be like one. It's not bad. It's like one, should be under 2. 1.85, half a second faster than the Fury, but still half a second longer than the hyperburst. So definitely this season between the SMG and the pistol. So this season specifically, since the hyperburst has 18 rounds instead of the 12 rounds that the suppressed pistol has, and it almost has as much as the veiled precision. If you're going to be the third in the trio, let's say in tournaments, to run pistol to save ammo, with the hyperburst, definitely probably the main one to go to. And then even it's shooting it, it's quite accurate. So like trying to keep it on that blue dot over there. Very controllable. Now the only con compared to the veiled precision SMG is the veiled SMG will have higher damage per second. I think it was 10-ish. But the veiled precision is hit scan with an optic, which is very good combo. In fact, I think it's the only main weapon with an optic right now. Because the Spire doesn't have an optic and the Fury doesn't have an optic. So to summarize, pistols are always pretty good. Damage per second is not far behind, sometimes even quite high compared to other seasons and chapters. They've got first round accuracy just like an AR. They've got 2 times headshot multiplier. This specific burst pistol is very accurate out to range. I had it on 5 compared to this bloom here. But even last chapter's pistol was pretty accurate, at least just as accurate as any AR. Fast reload speed. Then also the current pistol has just as pretty much the same capacity as the SMG, only 3 rounds less. And if you do get a burst of 3, you could get up to 50 and 50. If you get 2 bursts of 3 on, you could get 100 damage and like you could almost do 3 bursts maybe. But yeah, just to summarize, pistols are always pretty good. They are often overlooked. I actually run them a lot. I'm running this pistol, the current pistol in this chapter, a lot. So yeah, if you have a green AR, maybe even a blue AR, and you see a purple or gold pistol, might want to consider dropping the AR and picking up the pistol. So that is all for now. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Maybe I'll see you in another video.